So there was the one in Governador Valadares, which I mentioned was hotter than Nanuki, but the main reason it was hottest was because of a huge mountain. It's a rock. I mean, I wouldn't call it a mountain by comparison to Utah, but it was a mountain. It's a huge rock, had really strong winds, but the winds usually came from the backside of the mountain, and so we didn't get a lot of wind in that city. And the sun would just bake that rock all day long, and then at night it wouldn't cool down, and it would just radiate heat into this city all night long. So it was just always hot and muggy. But the unique thing about that mountain was that it was for hang gliders and parasailers. It was apparently what they say is world renowned. They had people come from all over when they would come to visit Brazil, they would go to that rock. They would go to that mountain to do their hang gliding because the winds were so good. And we did hike it one time, and they had all these ramps for people to launch off of. But that one was you could visit more people from out of state than you could in any of the other cities that I ever served in. So that was kind of a fun, unique detail about that city. That was probably the major thing about that one. That one was a really fun city as well. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember the details. All the details of why. That one had a little, I don't know if you've ever been to Kentucky. They have kind of like a central downtown area, and then all the streets spoke out from there. And they didn't have a chapel. Theirs was a little branch, met in a little side thing. But did have a river that split it right through the middle, and as well. But this one was a little bit more well maintained than the one in Nanuki, so it was a little bit cleaner river. I think that was the city where somebody served me a piranha for meal. It was a piranha that was about this big, and it had the teeth. They just cooked the whole thing: fish, eyes, teeth, and everything. But teeny little teeth. But that's where I actually got to eat some piranha. The only one main experience that I remember there was we baptized an entire family. We bumped into a son, and their whole family ended up being baptized. But we got to go help them build a house. Their houses down there are built out of this clay. This red clay everywhere. I don't know how they build skyscrapers out of them, because if you just stand on it and kind of wiggle back and forth, you can actually grind these things to the ground. But we actually got to go and help them pour cement for a roof. So these missionaries that are not used to hard physical labor, I mean, we're lugging these buckets of concrete up and down these stairs for this ceiling area. And that's the way they would build their homes, out of these red bricks. No wood, because termites were too much of a thing, plus the moisture, and they couldn't seal them the way we do here. So it just corroded way too fast. And so everything was out of this red clay bricks and cement floors, cement roofs. Well, cement floors, and then usually everything was kind of metal, corrugated metal roofs. Which does remind me that in that city, we were in this building. We were meeting in this one, and they had a metal roof, and we had some investigators there that one day, and it was raining, and you can't hear anything. Once the rain starts to hit, and the way it rains in Brazil, just downpours, just rains, and it's just so loud on those metal roofs. Really, really difficult to hear. But another little tidbit about Governador Valadares was just one that I really loved a lot.